Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic start to your week. And if you had the day off, I hope you enjoyed every moment of it and found some fun and some rest in your day. Tonight, I wanted to talk about burnout, and especially parental burnout, and reaching that point where you're saying either in your own mind or out loud, I just can't take it anymore. And I don't know about you, but I've been there many times. And it actually makes me think of our very first house that we had bought when we were really young, and actually before we had kids. And the house was really close to an apartment building, and the way that our backyard was connected to part of their parking lot, we actually could hear and see a lot of what was going on in the apartment buildings. And I remember one sunny day with the windows open, and it was really hot out, so everyone had their windows open, and I think we were sitting on our back deck, and you were suddenly hearing someone yelling at the top of their lungs, I just can't take this anymore. And you could really hear the pain and the struggle in her voice, and I remember thinking, and I wasn't even a mother at this point, but I was like, oh wow, that woman needs some help, right? And I felt like I didn't know what to do. I was really young at the time, and I mean even now I would kind of wonder, what should I do? Should I try to find this woman? Right? But clearly she was needing some help, and she had reached the end of her rope. And we've all been there. And I can remember thinking that many, many times, and probably voicing it a few times over the years, especially when my kids were really, really young. And then again, when they were struggling with their mental health issues, and we were still struggling with ours and being undiagnosed and untreated. So all of that was just causing a lot of stress in our lives. And so I wanted to share a little technique with you, the ABCs of mental health or meditation, as a way to sort of bring yourself down, ground yourself, calm yourself, and get balanced. So the A is attend. So in that moment, when you're feeling that way, when you're verbally saying, I just can't take it anymore, or maybe mentally you're just saying it in your own head, if you've reached that point, take the time, if you can, to just sit with that and just attend to it. Attend to yourself in that moment, some deep breathing and, connection, and attending to the fact that you're upset, that there's something clearly going on for you that's a struggle and it's too much. Attend to yourself. Give yourself a break. And then the next one is befriend. So befriend the emotions that come up for you. Imagine yourself sitting across the table from someone that you care about very deeply, someone that you love, and they're telling you how much they're struggling as a parent, and how much, that brings up feelings of shame and guilt and sadness and worry and all of the stuff. What would you say to that person? And why can't you say it to yourself? So befriend yourself. Say the things to yourself in those moments when you're feeling all that, all those feelings. Say to yourself the things that you would say to a dear friend. And then C is connect. So connecting to yourself, to the earth, to other people around you who can help you through the tough times, reaching out for resources, asking for help, connecting to your neighbors. You have neighbors that are, good people, connecting to your neighborhood, to resources within your neighborhood, connecting to nature sometimes too, when we've reached that place of burnout. Escape to nature and see how that, helps your soul to soothe a little bit. But really it all comes down to being willing to, recognize that we're all just doing the best that we can at this time. And most of the time we're struggling because of lack of resources, not because of lack of love for children, and not for lack of trying and commitment to raising them well. It's not that lack. It's really, truly a lack of resources and connection and, forgiveness and self-care and self-love. And, if there's any lacking, it's those things that we're not attending to ourselves. We're not putting ourselves as a priority. And so we get burnt out. And when we're burnt out, we just can't parent from a calm, grounded place. It makes it hard for us to tune to those we love the most. So, attuning to yourself and attending to yourself is priority. It's not it's not selfish. It's not thinking just of yourself and caring about other people. It's not any of those things. It's really just recognizing that when you take care of yourself, then you have the capacity and the energy to care for those around you. And that's especially important for parents to remember. So I hope that helps. And I'm going to pop over into my group and do a little meditation. So I hope you'll join me there. And we'll practice this attending and befriending and connection within meditation practice. So I invite you to join me over there. And thank you for joining me. And I hope this helped. Namaste.